For millennia, humanity has reached for the heavens, building monuments that defy time, test the limits of engineering, and stand as testaments to our faith and ambition. In the heart of Barcelona, one such structure continues to rise, a dream taking shape in stone and light, a century and a half in the making. This is the story of the Basilica de la Sagrada Familia, a church that is as much a work of art as it is a place of worship. Our story begins in 1882. A local bookseller and philanthropist, Josep Maria Bocabella, envisioned a temple dedicated to the Holy Family, a beacon of faith for his beloved Barcelona. The initial design was a standard neo-Gothic church, respectable but unremarkable. A year later, following disagreements with the first architect, a young visionary architect took over the project. He was just 31 years old, and his name was Antoni Gaudí. This commission would not only define his life, but would also reshape the skyline of Barcelona and the very definition of sacred architecture. Gaudí knew he wasn't just building a church. He was creating a forest of stone, a symphony of light and color, a storybook written in sculpture and form. He famously said, "My client is not in a hurry." He was referring to God. And he dedicated the rest of his life, over 40 years, to this single monumental project. He poured his heart, his soul, and his entire creative genius into its design, transforming the original plan into something the world had never seen before. So what makes the Sagrada Familia so unique? Gaudí drew his inspiration directly from the natural world. He believed that nature was the work of God, and therefore the most perfect form of architecture. He observed how trees branch out to support their canopies, how light filters through a forest, the intricate patterns of a snail's shell. He rejected the rigid straight lines of traditional architecture in favor of the organic, flowing curves found in nature. Step inside, and you'll understand. The interior is a breathtaking forest of columns that soar towards the ceiling, branching out like giant trees. These aren't just for show. They are a revolutionary structural solution. Gaudí designed them to bear the weight of the vaults without the need for the flying buttresses, common in Gothic cathedrals. This allowed him to fill the walls with vast stained glass windows, flooding the interior with an ethereal, ever-changing light. The light itself is a key element of the design. Gaudí carefully planned the placement of the windows to create a specific spiritual journey. On one side, cool blues and greens evoke the feeling of a dawned forest, representing birth and new beginnings. On the other, warm reds, oranges, and yellows bathe the space in the glow of a setting sun, symbolizing passion and sacrifice. As the sun moves across the sky, the interior of the basilica transforms, creating a dynamic living experience of color and light. It feels less like a building and more like a living, breathing organism. The exterior tells the story of Christ, divided into 3 grand facades. The first to be completed, under Gaudí's direct supervision, was the Nativity Facade. It's an explosion of joyful, intricate detail, celebrating the birth of Jesus. It's teeming with life sculptures of the Holy Family, shepherds, angels, and a plethora of plants and animals native to Catalonia. It's so detailed, you could spend hours just discovering all the hidden figures and symbols carved into the stone. It's a hymn to life and creation. In stark contrast stands the Passion Facade, built much later based on Gaudí's surviving drawings. It depicts the suffering and crucifixion of Christ. The style is completely different, stark, angular, and haunting. The sculptor, Josep Maria Subirachs, used a harsh, minimalist style to convey the pain and sorrow of the story. The gaunt figures and dramatic shadows create a powerful emotional impact, forcing you to confront the gravity of the sacrifice. The third and largest facade, the Glory Facade, is still under construction. When completed, it will be the main entrance to the basilica and will represent the road to God, death, its final judgment and glory. It will depict scenes from hell and purgatory, leading up to the glory of heaven, a final triumphant chapter in this stone Bible. Dominating the entire structure are the towers. Gaudí planned for 18 towers in total, each with a specific meaning. 12 represent the apostles, 4 represent the evangelists, 1 for the Virgin Mary. And the tallest central tower will represent Jesus Christ. When this final tower is completed, It will make the Sagrada Familia the tallest church in the world, a spire reaching over 172 meters into the Barcelona sky. It's designed to be just slightly shorter than Montjuïc Hill. As Gaudí believed that the work of man should never surpass the work of God, Gaudí's life became inseparable from his masterpiece. In his later years, he lived in a workshop on the site, dedicating every waking moment to the project. He was so consumed by his vision that his appearance became disheveled, and he was often mistaken for a beggar. Tragically, in 1926, he was struck by a tram. Due to his humble appearance, he didn't receive immediate medical attention and passed away 3 days later. At the time of his death, less than a quarter of the basilica was complete. Many thought the project would die with him. Then disaster struck. During the Spanish Civil War in 1936, anarchists broke into his workshop and destroyed many of his original plans, drawings, and plaster models. It seemed like an impossible task to continue. But Gaudí's spirit and the sheer audacity of his vision inspired generations of architects and craftspeople to take up the mantle. They painstakingly pieced together the fragments of his models and used surviving drawings and photographs to continue his work, blending traditional craftsmanship with modern technology like 3D modeling. Today, the Sagrada Familia is one of the most visited monuments in the world, attracting millions of visitors each year. It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site not just for its beauty, but for its revolutionary architectural and technical innovations. And amazingly, it's still an active construction site, funded entirely by donations and ticket sales. Every visit contributes to its completion. The story of the Sagrada Familia is a story of faith, not just in a religious sense, but faith in a singular, artistic vision. It's a testament to the power of human creativity, perseverance, and collaboration over decades. It's a building that was started in the age of horse-drawn carriages and is being completed in the age of the internet. It connects generations, bridging the past with the future. More than a church, it's a living legacy. It teaches us that the greatest projects are not always the ones that are finished quickly, but the ones that are pursued with passion, dedication, and an unwavering belief in a dream. It is Antoni Gaudí's ultimate gift to the world, a sermon in stone that continues to inspire awe and wonder in all who stand before it. Timeless masterpiece forever in the making. Thank you for joining us on this journey. You enjoyed this video? Please like, share, and subscribe for more stories from the crossroads of history, art, and architecture. See you next time.